Good morning. Going to do this week's Sunday segment. Just got a really interesting thought going through my head this morning. Pretend for a moment that you are the president of our country, and it becomes that time of year where you're allowed to pardon people. But this year you are not given the choice of who you can pardon. Two gentlemen are brought to you, and you have the choice to decide who's going to be let go and who's going to be basically punished and spend the rest of their life in prison or to be executed. And they bring the two individuals to you. First, they bring their case to you so that you read through and understand what they've done and why they're on trial. The first gentleman is an elderly man, and you learn that he was losing his vision, and he had somebody take a test for him so that he could pass. And it was found out by the authorities that he wasn't actually the one that took that test, that he had cheated. And you hear a plea case from his family and his wife, and you're really compelled and you can understand the situation very deeply. Then they bring the second gentleman to you, and you read through his case, and you found out that he was involved with all these problems with international slave trade, sex trafficking, weapons movements across the border, and just responsible for all these problems and crimes in your country that you're the leader of. So you read through both gentlemen's cases, and then you have the evening to think about it. And the next morning, you have to make a decision who you're going to let go. This elderly gentleman who cheated on a test so he could continue on with life, or this gentleman that was involved in all these heinous crimes and it's just been affecting the livelihood of the country and everything else that your country was founded on. So you sleep on it, and the next morning they bring in the two gentlemen. The elderly gentleman you've never met before, and you also learn that he's going to be dying of cancer and only has a little bit of time left due to a recent medical update in his records, just preparing him for what's possibly inevitable, his death or the rest of his life in prison. And then they bring in the second gentleman, and you're like, oh my goodness, this is the kid that I grew up with next door. We used to play baseball together, hang out together after school. And you're like, what do I do now? And you know in your heart you have that ability to pardon and forgive only one man. You hear the clock ticking, and you look up and you're like, what do I do? And you have to make a decision. What would you do? The man that's about to die anyways, or this person that you grew up with and you're like, I just can't believe that they're involved in these different activities. The beauty of a relationship with Jesus is that he has the ability to forgive the littlest offenses and the biggest offenses. I hope that finds meaning for you guys today. really enjoying doing these videos for you guys. Have a blessed day, and just remember to journey with Jesus and Mirror Maker. Love you guys. Have a good one.